to win the Europa League, having had a complete rebuild last summer. Let's hear from one of the heroes of the night. Luke de Jong is with Daryl Curry.
Look, many congratulations. What a crazy game that must have been to take part in after the start of the match, going ahead, being pegged back again, but 2 headers from you in a match, and Sevilla have done it again.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's really... We had such tough games, I think, the whole tournament, but we played so well as a team, and you can see it during the tournament. We were really a team, like a family. We worked together, and it didn't matter who played, who came in the pitch. Everybody was working for each other, and you could see it also this last game. And it was tough. We started good, I think, but then out of nothing they scored the goal because of the penalty. But then, yeah, I could score 2 headers, so it's an amazing feeling for me. And luckily, at the end, we could win the game. Yeah.
What a selection by the manager. When did he tell you were starting?
Yeah, this morning he told me, and but I told him, like I told the other day, the other game, that I'm always ready when he needs me, and today it worked really well for me. Yeah.
That second one was a bit special, wasn't it? I don't know if you know, but Inter hardly concede headers, only won the whole season in the league.
Yeah, I think it's my specialty. So, but I think the first cross from Navas was perfect, and I anticipated the first post, and it went in. And then the second one, yeah, great cross from Banega, and I think these headers are really special when you can put them in the second post, and it went in perfectly. Yeah.
I don't think we saw the best of you in the Premier League, but we saw the best of you tonight. You're being dragged away. You're away to celebrate. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And actually, it's true what they were saying, what Daryl was saying to him there about his time in the Premier League. There will be Newcastle fans watching this thinking, hold on, is that the same player that didn't manage a goal in 12 games for us on loan? But we were looking at his numbers sort of either side of his spell in the Premier League. He's a goal scorer.
Well, that's why he got the Newcastle move, and that's why he's nicked one to Sevilla. Because everywhere else he's been, he scored a ton of goals. And to be fair, he looked like a goal scorer today. Even he said that header there, the second one, you're proud of as a goal scorer because it's such a great header. But even this, recognising that De Vrij's out of position there. Bastoni goes into a space where he shouldn't as a young kid, 21. That's where that inexperience came from. Leaves a gap. There, De Vrij steps out and watch de Jong, bang, in that gap, exactly where it is. Great ball, even against one of the best centre-backs. Godin can't get there, and credit de Jong for recognising that space. Goal scorers do that, and he finished it off.
El Nasiri wasn't great in the previous game. He lost his place for de Jong this evening. I mean, as a manager, you've been there, you've sat in the dugout. You never really know if it's the right call or not, but he'll take a lot of credit tonight, I think.
Yeah, you just hope it's the right call, and obviously, sitting there now and he's, with his staff, he'll be thinking, that's one good thing about being a manager, making a call and getting it right. And, I had a kind of theory when he was playing. I said to Owen that maybe, with the way it's set up, with so many men behind the ball, so deep into the box, Seville were never going to get round them or over them. So I thought maybe putting de Jong in there, just for crosses and height, might have been a bit of
It'd be actually interesting if we could play that from the top again, because watch de Jong. This is meant for him, by the way. And I know Banega is, a fabulous player. In terms of delivery, but watch where de Jong starts.
The second goal you're talking about.
The second goal, but the first angle we had of it. Watch how far he runs.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
That's for him. And he said he meant to be there, the ball's there. That's how good Banega is, by the way, that he can put it on a...
I'm not sure whether he's meant to go for goal or head it back across the goal, but that's what he's been putting us into the side for. And
you said it, Incy, didn't you? That having that presence...
Yeah.
When Inter are going to be deep and have more possession, you were spot on.
Great header.
Absolutely. And the other thing he mentioned in the interview, which I do want to pick up on, was when he talked about we are like a family. And we've seen that with this team numerous times. I mean, not just the man.
Last-minute call, but I told the manager that I'll be ready if I'm needed. And they all think that way. And it's a great spirit to have. And that can take a long, long way, that.
And you can blame the player when it doesn't work out, picking him. And you can take the credit when it does, yeah?
Thank you very much.
Diego Carlos, we've obviously already spoken about the red card in great detail. It was a big moment, but we don't want to do him a disservice by not talking about the goal he scored, which won the game. We want some of the tape that he's got. You might have enjoyed playing football for even longer, you two, if you had the kind of tape that he's got on here. Because he injures his hamstring, and a few seconds later, he's doing an overhead kick.
Jake, you can't play with that. You just can't play with tape on your quad of your hamstring. It doesn't happen. And I tell you, another great bowling for Banega. I mean, that's what you get when you get a Brazilian centre-back. They got David Luiz, they got that in the bag, don't they? I mean, they must train it as kids, but It's probably going wide. Just Lukaku, just instinct is just try to put his foot out. Maybe not sure if there's anyone behind him or not, and just so unfortunate. Look, he's had some difficult moments, giveaway pens in the last 3 games. Then he produces that, could have been sent off. And the margins at this level are so fine. Lukaku with the world-class season that he's had. Yeah. Unlucky, but joy for another player.
Yeah, I think it went to Lukaku. Maybe a defender would have probably cleared it. I don't know, but you know, even before that, Godin's got to do better with the header. He heads it back centrally into the park, so heading it away. But you don't expect your centre half to do that, do you? I didn't expect him to do it anyway.
What's Lukaku doing there? Is that just kind of an instinctive movement when the ball comes near you in the box in that situation?
I think it's something you do when you're in big games. I think because you do maybe subconsciously do panic. You know, I mean, anything in the area. I mean, we see it's gone probably 2-3 foot wide, but it's just a natural instinct, isn't it, just to put your foot out?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Diego Carlos, we've obviously already spoken.
Inter, you know what I think he's doing? When you're an attacker and you're in the box, you're not 100% sure. You haven't made a picture where you are and who's behind you. Yeah. So you think, if somebody's behind me gets a tap in, I'm going to get slaughtered for it. So you think, well, I'll just put a foot out and I'll, you know, and then you realise it's his weaker foot. He doesn't have as maybe much control, and it's in the goal. And then you instantly, don't you? You realise,
you saw his face, didn't you?
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
And especially after the season that he's had, you know, he's had such a
outstanding thing.
To finish on this note, you'll be disappointed, but it doesn't take anything away from the season he had and Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah. And he will be sort of doubly disappointed because after that he had an opportunity which he didn't take, and we've seen him particularly in the last few weeks. He's been great. This was at 2-2, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, the way he's been playing, you just think you fancy he's going to finish this. I mean, manages to keep himself onside. Keeper does brilliantly, but that touch there, just tries to, I'm not sure whether he tries to side foot it into the far post or tries to go through his legs. But it's a great opportunity for someone who's banging form.
It's great goalkeeping more than anything else, isn't it?
It's a bit of both. I mean, you know, we'd say it's a bad miss. You know, keepers union say it was a great save, but someone like Lukaku, you expect him to put them away, didn't you, Owen?
You know what? I think actually Diego Carlos makes the first mistake when he gets out, but actually because he gets back so quickly, I think normally you'd think you got time. You know, you could slow down, but it's because it's bobbling. Maybe because Diego Carlos gets back so quick, he has to rush it a little bit, and because with the keeper coming out and Carlos coming behind, he probably senses that, and he just probably hits it maybe not as clean as he expected.
Not buying that, Aaron. Not buying that.
So I'm trying to give the players
he's trying to be nice.
a break here.
No, he's got to score. In those big games, you've got to score.
But he's running at full tilt, and I think when he's running at full tilt, it makes it harder.
Score. No excuses.
Love it. You've both been in this situation, professional footballers. He scored 34 goals, brilliant debut season at Inter Milan. How long does he dwell on what's happened this evening and pick himself up?
Well, it affects you, you know what I mean? We've all had games, you know what I mean? I've played in World Cups, you know what I mean, where I've missed a penalty and it can affect you for a while, you know. But
he hasn't got long to recover, though, has he?
That's the good thing about it. You know, World Cups only come along every 4 years, so it dwells on people's minds. But for him, it starts in 3 or 4 weeks. But, you know, listen, as you said, he's had a fantastic season. It's disappointing. You don't forget those things. You just put them to the back of your head. And the only way you forget him is by going winning something else, and hopefully that Inter will do that next year.
Yeah. And can we just end this conversation now about were Man United right or wrong to let him go? Because Man United are looking brilliant themselves going forwards with their front three. Him leaving's allowed them to flourish, and him going there's allowed him to flourish. Maybe it's just worked out well for everyone.
You know, for whatever reason, it wasn't the right fit. He's a great player, but you know what? He's gone to Inter and he's had his best season, you know, and he's got a great partnership with Martinez. He's got a manager that has full faith in him. And Man United have young Mason Greenwood coming through. It looks like one of the best young players you'll see anywhere. So sometimes it's not the right fit. You think he's got it there. He just had probably not the finish that he would have dreamed of.
OK, right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we shall talk some more. We'll discuss. They are the 6-time winners, finishing the season unbeaten in their final 21 games. Let's hear from their manager, Julian Lopetegui, is with Daryl.
Julian, many congratulations. A trophy in your first season in charge. Considering how many new players you had this season, how special does that feel?
It's very special. Always it's very special to win one cup, and in this moment for us, for me, for all the club, for all our fans, it's very special. So we are very happy because we have worked very hard, and in the end we have a happy end.
You brought Luc de Jong into the team. What a team selection that was.
Yes, Luc is a very good player. He's waiting for his moment. and he's ready in the right moment.
It wasn't a very good start to the game, though. Were you nervous on the sidelines when Diego Carlos brought down Lukaku? Did you feel it could be a red card or not?
No, this is one final. We have 3 penalties in the last 3 matches. In the first 5 minutes, it's very hard, but our team is not surrender, never surrender, never.
And of course, he then played his part in the winning goal with the overhead kick.
Sorry?
He then played his part, the overhead kick, to win the game for you. What a goal that was. Although it was deflected in.
Sure, yeah, fantastic goal for us. Sure.
And is it also a fitting end for Ever Banega, as well, his last game for the club? Are you surprised he's leaving at 32 years old when he's still got so much to offer?
I am not surprised. I am sad because he's going out. I am not surprised. He's a fantastic player. A very, very good mentality.
Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thank you.